everybody, welcome back to the 4 String Strummer, the channel that's all about ukuleles. Today we're going to be talking about a couple little techniques and methods that you can use to make songs easier to play, easier to sing, and sometimes both at the same time. Okay, so yesterday we did a video on Take Me Home Country Roads, and that song was actually written in the book that I have in the key of F. So let's take a look at why would you want to transpose a song, first of all. All right, so that song was written in the key of F, and it had F, D minor, there was a G, I think, there was C, there was a B flat, most notably, and an E flat was in there as well. And those are kind of ugly chords for some people, okay? Lots of people just aren't there. They can't get that B flat or the E flat. So I chose to change the key of the song to make it more user-friendly, okay, to appeal to a wider range of people. So let me just show you how I do this. It's really, really simple to do, and I've changed this now to a G. It starts in G, the key of G, and now it avoids the B flat and it avoids the E flat. Let me just show you how we do that.
Okay, folks, let me just show you how this works here. Basically, this is the chart that I have. Now, you can find these online, but I just made this one up myself, little transposing chart. So let's say, for instance, the original key of the song that you're playing is F, okay? And the song that we're going to talk about is Take Me Home Country Roads. So the other day I did the video on that, and the first chord was F. Now, D minor, C, B flat, E flat, and C7 were the ones that followed. So these two chords here, E flat and, B flat and E flat, are kind of ugly to some people. So I thought, okay, well, I'll transpose it. So this is what I do. I just go here and I say, okay, it's in F. And let's try it in G. So if I'm going to go into G, the key of G, let me just highlight this one. Let's make it a different color to make it easier to see. Okay, so F is going to equal G. So now I go over here and I go G. D minor, so now all I do is I stay on my original one. My original keys, my original chords basically are in this one. So D or D minor. You just add the little minor or whatever suffix to the end. I go over here and now I've got an E minor. Okay, E minor, minor. Now I look for C. So let's say C is here, and I look, oh, that one's going to be D. This one's pretty easy because it's just, you know, C equals D and F equals G, so you're just kind of going up one. Now B flat is here. B flat's going to equal C. E flat is going to equal F. And C7 is going to equal, where's C7? C is there, add a 7, D7. Okay? Now you can make one of these charts yourself. They're really easy to make. Just take a screenshot of this one if you want. Actually, hang on, I think I've got a blank one here. Yeah, just take a screenshot of that and print it out and stick it on your wall. It's really straightforward, right? And then you just, over here, you just write down your other chords. And then all I do is in my actual book, I just, let me just show you here. In my book, that's all I do is you can see there, I just write in pencil right above it and bang, you're good to go.
Okay, so now we know how to transpose the chords. You can do that to make the key higher or lower, whatever you like. Pretty straightforward. Let's say, for instance, that you've learned a song and you really like the way that it's set up in the book that you learned it from or whatever, and you can already play the song, but you find that the key is a little bit too low for your voice. It's great for the chording hand, but not so great for your voice because it's too low. So what can you do to fix that without having to completely relearn all the chords to the song? Well, here's a way that you can do it. Bum, ba, ba, ba. That's where your capo comes in. So this is how this thing works. So now you just clip this on here. Now originally we were playing this down here in F. So the way to think about this, before I put that on, is if this is F sharp, basically, and this is now a G. All right, now obviously you'd have to bar that if you wanted to, but you hear people talking about using their capo to avoid bar chords. Well, this is kind of the way that it works. So now what I've done, I put this on, I clip that on there, nice and simple, and now I can still play the song the way that I know how to play it with the chord formations of F, but essentially I've moved it up to G. So now it's the same as singing it in G if I was playing it in G formation. Okay? So lots of times you might have a song that's just not quite that right singing key for you, or maybe there's something else. Maybe you prefer this because it's better for chord melody, okay? Like, maybe it just suits that better, but again, it's a little bit low for your singing. Get yourself a capo and just put it right on there. Now, this capo is actually, I think, from a banjo, so it's a little bit long. Get a small one. If you're just going to use it on a ukulele, get one that doesn't have any kind of overhang. You see how that one kind of hangs over on this edge here a little bit? You want to try to avoid that if you can. Get a nice, small, tight one that just fits on there. If you have one that's a little bit large, you can do like what I do, is I just kind of scooch it over to that side a little bit more. And the reason that you want to do that is if you're playing like a G7, you don't want this to get in your way. Okay? And this will really open up the number of songs that you can play. Lots of times you'll buy a book, and man, if there's something that frustrates me, I've got a couple of books here, and I don't know who put these together for ukulele, but they're in the worst ukulele keys in the world. Like, let's play E flat for 3/4 of the song. I mean, what are these guys thinking, right? So here, all you do now, zip, you can just transpose that to maybe play it in F, or maybe play it in D, or something that's a lot more ukulele friendly. And then you can play the song comfortably, right? Both for what you want to do with your fingers and also what you want to do with your voice. Okay, so I hope that helps you out. Just a couple of quick little methods there to make things a little easier for you. If you got any questions at all, feel free, just drop them into the comments. I'll do my best to help you out with it. And until we see you next time, folks, keep smiling, keep strumming, and have fun. Bye for now.